You get paid. For a moment, it feels fine. Your account balance goes up, you relax a little, maybe even make a small plan. And then, a few days later, it's gone. Not because you wasted it, not because you're careless, but somehow you're back to zero again. Bills, food, rent, small expenses that don't look dangerous on their own. And the cycle repeats, month after month. So here's the uncomfortable question. What if the problem isn't that you don't earn enough, but that the system is quietly designed to make sure you never keep it? And in a moment, I'll show you two real-life examples that explain exactly how this happens, and at the end, one piece of advice that can change how you see money completely. Let's go back for a second, because this didn't start with you. Decades ago, one income was often enough. A single job could support a family. Housing was cheaper. Education was cheaper. Healthcare was manageable. Saving money wasn't easy, but it was possible. Then things started to shift. Slowly, quietly. Prices began to rise, not suddenly, but consistently, year after year. This is inflation, and here's the key detail most people ignore. Your income doesn't always rise at the same speed as your expenses, which means even if you're earning more than before, you might actually be able to afford less. Now let's look at the first real-life example. Meet Ali. Ali gets his salary at the start of the month. Let's say it's $80,000. At first, it feels like enough, but then reality begins. Rent takes a big portion, groceries take another. Transport, electricity, internet, small costs stack up. And then something unexpected happens. Maybe a medical bill, maybe a repair. By the end of the month, Ali is left with almost nothing, not because he made bad choices, but because his fixed expenses quietly consumed everything. Ali isn't bad with money. He's just operating in a system where expenses rise automatically, but his income doesn't. Now here's the second example. Meet Sana. Sana earns slightly more than Ali, around $120,000, so you might expect her to be comfortable. But something interesting happens. As her income increased, so did her lifestyle. A better phone, eating out more often, subscriptions, more convenience. Individually, none of these feel expensive, but together, they slowly expand to match her income. This is called lifestyle inflation. The more you earn, the more your life quietly upgrades itself. And once it upgrades, it becomes your new normal. So even though Sana earns more than Ali, she ends up in the same place, waiting for the next paycheck. So now we have two patterns. Expenses rising from the outside and lifestyle rising from the inside, and both are happening at the same time. This is where the real pressure begins. Now let's connect this to something bigger. Modern economies are built on spending. When people spend more, businesses grow. When businesses grow, economies expand. So the system quietly encourages consumption. Easy payments, installments, buy now, pay later. Everything is designed to make spending feel easier today and worrying about it later, which creates a cycle. You earn, you spend, you reset, and repeat. At this point, most people try to fix the problem in obvious ways. They cut small expenses, skip coffee, avoid eating out. And while that helps a little, it rarely solves the core issue, because the real problem isn't one expense, it's the structure around your money. So here's the part that actually matters, the advice that can change how this cycle works. Instead of only focusing on saving what's left, you reverse the process. You take a small portion of your income first, before expenses, before lifestyle expands, before the system pulls it away, and you move it into something that doesn't disappear. A skill, a small side income, an asset, something that has the ability to grow instead of just being spent. At first, it feels small, almost pointless, but over time, it does something important. It breaks the pattern. Because the real reason many people stay broke isn't just low income, it's that all of their money flows in one direction, out. So here are 3 simple takeaways. First, if your expenses grow as fast as your income, you will always feel stuck. Second, small, repeated spending decisions matter more than one big mistake. Third, if you don't redirect your money intentionally, the system will do it for you. And here's the part most people don't think about. If someone earning $50,000 and someone earning $150,000 can both feel broke, then the problem isn't just how much money you make. It's how money behaves once it reaches you. So the next time your salary arrives, and for a moment everything feels under control, ask yourself this: is your money actually building something, or is it quietly disappearing the same way it always has?